Mission Report, USS Azimuth. The day I was granted this command was the day I achieved my wildest dreams. I just wish I could talk to someone about it. Thanks to Daniels and his little time war, all of my missions so far have been classified top secret by the Temporal Prime Directive. If Admiral Garrett knew half of... Oh, speak of the devil.
Things are heating up with the Tholians. Monitor stations are detecting large fleet movements toward Federation space, and they're refusing all of our diplomatic hails. We're doing all we can to prevent a war, but it's not looking good. I want you to join a task force I'm assembling. If this goes south, I want my best people on the front line when it does. Stay safe out there.
The Federation shouldn't be having significant issues with the Tholians at this point in time. I've been scanning the timeline and I think I've found the problem. 2 years ago, a Tholian colonial fleet was destroyed. The Tholians blamed the Federation, and increasing hostilities have ultimately led us here. This is something I'll need your help to correct. I've pinpointed the incident in question. Setting temporal transponder back 2 years. We need to correct the timeline during the Defiance encounter with the Tholians. We've arrived in 2268, and not a moment too soon. The Nakul are clearly out for blood. Tholians are quite xenophobic. They may feel the Federation is part of the problem here.
Well, we're just gonna have to convince them otherwise then.
We're being hailed by the Defiant. I'll remind you that our orders forbid us from telling them anything specific about the situation. I recommend deflecting their questions until the situation here is resolved.
Agreed. On screen.
Good to see you. We're in a real tight spot here. The Tholians were taking a serious beating when we reached the system, and the other ships opened fire on us the minute we dropped out of warp. Mind lending us a hand until we figure out what's going on?
Sure thing, Captain. Let's save the Tholians while we still can.
This was a Tholian colony fleet.
See if you can take a little pressure off. We need to firm up our shields.
Help is on the way, Captain. Red alert. All hands to battle stations.
Alert, warp, core breach imminent. Attempt.
Under attack.
The aliens have disabled the Tholian flagship. She's in trouble.
Sir, if the Nakul kill the Queen, an entire Tholian bloodline will be wiped out.
Not today, Daniels. All power to weapons. Coordinate with the Defiant.
Ship integrity compromised.
Enemy boarding parties are beaming to the Tholian flagship.
Destroy the aliens. Defend the Queen.
Estimated Tholian casualties are in thousands.
Vengeance for the children.
gotta protect the Queen. The Defiant's still outnumbered. Helm, get us over there. Full impulse. Queen's flagship is taking too much damage. It's beginning to break up. Tarsi, we've got to divert the Nikul's attention. Divert all available power to phasers. Nash to Defiant, we're right behind you. Weapons range in 5 seconds.
Don't suppose you have any idea what's going on here? There's nothing on these aliens in our computers or why they'd attack the Tholians, or us for that matter.
Captain, I'm reading multiple boarding parties on the Tholian flagship. I'm beaming over to help any way I can. Right now I need you on Overwatch. More of those aliens could show up.
Alright, do what you need to do. We'll talk about all of this when the shooting stops. Deal?
Stay safe, Captain.
I know it doesn't feel great keeping information from the Defiant's crew, but believe me, it's for the best. I'll monitor the situation here while you assist the Tholians. Do what you can to save them. I've found appropriate transport coordinates on the Tholian flagship. Hopefully you can convince them that we're not at fault here. If the Tholians go to war with the Federation now, it would be devastating on a galactic scale.
Keep an eye on things, Daniels. Let me know if anything changes. Alright, as you all know, Tholians live in extreme environments by human standards. We'll all need to equip environmental suits. Energize.
Reading only a few Tholian life signs.
Freeze! Don't move. Put your hands in the air. Alright, blast him! Okay, from here on out, just blast them all on sight.
I'm detecting numerous knuckle life signs, and more are on the way. Knuckle reinforcements are on their way to your position. Stay alert.
I'll get right back with you on that, Daniels. Everybody follow me, and just watch your step.
Incoming Nakul transporter signatures.
The Nakul have activated the Tholian self-destruct. We need to shut it down fast. Does anyone know how to do that? Nope. Maybe this one? Oh, jeez.
Energy readings on the flagship are returning to normal. Whatever you did worked.
Yeah, I have no idea what I did.
We've stopped the ship from detonating, but they're not cool. They've killed Tholian colonists and even hatchlings ruthlessly. What they've done here is an atrocity. The last remaining Tholians are close to your position, and more Nakul are on their way. I'd hurry if I were you.
It's the Tholian Queen. The Nakul are trying to kill her. We are not of the Nakul. We're from the Federation.
Federation, Nakul. All humanoids are the same. Chaotic, irrational, peaceful, then not. Warring, then you leave.
To your eyes, we are all humanoids, Majesty, but we are not of the same mind. We are not your enemy.
Those you call Nakul killed our people, our children. All are dead. Our sisters must know. Leave now, Federation. Leave us to our final task.
What can we do to help? We fought the Nakul. We came to save you.
You cannot help us. Too late. The hatchlings slaughtered. The colonists lost. Nothing can help in the face of this terror. We must send our message. Others will come. Leave now.
We've got enemy ships on an intercept course, including a dreadnought. We won't last long against a force like that.
Understood.
Continue to fight Nakul. Keep them from us while we contact our sisters. If you speak truly, you will not betray us.
Send your message. We won't let you down. Asimov, beam us up.
I've been monitoring the Tholian Queen's progress. She hasn't been able to send the signal to her people. Orders?
We'll protect her while she works. That message must go out.
Okay, let's have a little chat. What's the situation here? Where did those alien ships come from? I'd like some straight answers for a change.
Look, Captain, my orders are need to know, and
I don't need to know, right? I read you, but it doesn't mean I have to like it. That big alien ship is still heading our way. Let's focus on that.
Sounds like a plan, Captain.
Here they come. Our engines. It'll take a while for my chief engineer to work a few miracles. That dreadnought is coming in fast. The engineers are gonna need time. A lot more time. concentrating fire on the Tholian flagship.
Hull breach. Bridge to deck 6. Emergency bulkheads are closing. Evacuate. We have to buy the Tholians enough time to send their message. Emergency power to structural integrity. Open a channel to the Tholian Queen.
Federation, you have proven you are different, rational. This pleases us. We have sent word to our sisters. The Naku will pay. The Federation will not. Now, vengeance for the slaughter of a generation. Vengeance for our children.
The Queen's message has been sent through subspace and... Yes! The timeline is correcting itself. Good work. Now, we just need to help with... The Queen is going to full impulse. She's gonna ram the not cool dreadnought!
Evasive maneuvers. Nash to Defiant. Get out of there!
Our engines are still down! We can't escape!
Scanning. The Defiant appears to be phasing in and out of the space-time continuum. We might be able to lock onto their crew for emergency beam-out, but we need to act fast. Tarsi!
No. I'm afraid that this is their fate. This is one of the hardest things about being a temporal agent. We can only make the changes we have to make, not the ones we want to make.
There has to be something we can do here, Daniels.
I'm afraid there's not. History states that the Defiant went missing, only to be found here weeks later by the Enterprise. Though they're lost, we now know that they played an important role in keeping the Federation safe, and protecting the timeline. For what it's worth, I will be sure their heroism is included in my report. The Tholians will remember this as well. This encounter may lead them to be more inward-focused, avoiding conflicts with the Federation, for the time being. At the very least, they will know that it wasn't the Federation that was responsible for the destruction of their colony convoy.
That's cold comfort to the families of over 400 men and women, Daniels. Helm, plot a course for home. Warp 2. Mission report, USS Asimov. With Daniel's help, we have once again changed history for the better. Still, it feels like we could have done so much more. This temporal Cold War and time travel, it scares me. And of course, we only have Daniel's word that we're doing the right thing. Daniels is playing God meddling with the timeline, and I have to ask, do we have the right?
Captain Archer had similar concerns when I worked with him. We often disagreed, but in the end, we were able to work past our differences and do the right thing. I hope you and I can do the same. Leaving Defiant to her fate was a hard choice, but it saved untold billions of lives. That has to count for something.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.